That is a Professor Wole Soyinka condolence visit to Chief Mrs. H.I.D. Awolowo at her residence in Ogun State. And look at this, Oluwole Awolowo, Soyinka, Aregbesola, Uduaghan, others in Ikenne. And, well, Boko Haram will be tackled. Presidency tells U.S. Story on page 2. Lagos airport robbery. Police parade 7 suspects. Ekiti ACN PDP fracas. How I escaped death. Victim says 18 bullets extracted from mom. It's on page 7. And that will be it with the Nigerian Tribune.
Well, this day is next. The major headline: Presidency challenges Buhari to lead talks with Boko Haram. That's how they couch their own story here. The riders denies directive to clamp down on opposition. ACN, no force can stop opposition parties' merger. Onayekon tells sect to show remorse. You have details on page 8 of this day newspapers for their major headline. Oh, going to politics now. Tukur, I have done nothing to warrant my removal. Ahead of Sokoto visit, Jonathan meets Aneni on PDP crisis. So you have all the political stories also continuing on page 8. Now, going on top of their nameplate, you have another story there. I think it's also about the scrapping. FG approves scrapping of NECO, NAPEP, others to cancel UTME. You also have that particular story there. Is that the fallout of the Oransanye report? Do you know?
Most likely.
Possibly. Well, you have details on page 8 if you're curious. And that'll be all for this day.
Okay, well, The Guardian, that's the next one we've got here. And again, CBN plans soft loans for ailing airlines. That's the lead headline here today. So what happens? The previous one, it may suggest here. But stories all here for you. Nigeria, Israel to sign air pacts. Stories on page 2 of the paper. And then what else? FDI inflow from Europe. Africa, others boost investments in Nigeria. And the story goes. So that will be with The Guardian today. And ends a look at some of the front pages this morning. We'll be back in just a moment. Join us again. by Senator Ita Enang, who is the Chairman, Senate Committee on Rules and Business. Morning, and thank you for coming on today.
Good morning. Good
Well,
morning.
we talked about security yesterday, and there's different perspectives to it, actually. And then let's talk about granting amnesty or not. We'll come to the oil sector. But when you look at that, because that's topmost now, you think they have a point when they talk about granting amnesty to Boko Haram?
What about the sector? What is the oil sector and Boko Haram?
No, first of all, security.
Yeah.
Talk about security of the pipelines.
Yes.
And look at general security of lives and property.
Yes. Now, I think we have so many security agencies that are covering the pipelines and covering every other thing in the country. And I think part of what we did to secure the pipelines was to grant amnesty to the Niger Delta militants as they were then. They are now transformed, reformed, and are getting educated and reintegrated. But as of today, the challenge we're having in the pipelines is becoming a national concern. And I'm sure a lot of times you listen to the president saying that it is only in Nigeria that people steal crude oil, and it becomes a lot of concern. But I hold a view that will not be very popular. I apologize that my view will not be popular. My view is this. Yes, they are stealing this pipeline. They are stealing oil, crude from the pipeline. But you know that crude is not stolen with teacup or teaspoon. And when you steal, you don't steal for the purpose of taking it and just keeping it here. You take it and put it in a ship and take it outside. 1. 2, sometimes crude is taken, I wouldn't want to say stolen, by persons who use the crude in refining it into petrol for vehicles or kerosene for domestic use or diesel.
This is organized crime.
Yeah, it is an organized crime. And I believe that this view I'm saying is going